y'all like the stream once you get in. I definitely would appreciate that. It always take them a minute. Y'all got going, man. I'm gonna give it a little bit. I don't know if y'all can hear me right now, but I'm gonna give it a little before I even really get into anything, man. I'm gonna give it a little. So I'm gonna, just kind of answer some questions. Beat around the bush before I get it. I picked out a few stories that I'm gonna talk to y'all about. So for the beginning of it, I'm just gonna be answering a couple questions. Just addressing that. I ain't addressing nothing I already addressed. I ain't addressing nothing that I already addressed. He say blessed alive. I might do that. I mean, I think that on days where we getting into that, to the Bible and stuff, we should open it up like that with prayer. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I knew Whitey. I'd be curious as to how many of y'all like be coming on that, that ask me certain, do you know this person? Do you know, like, have y'all even watched or went through any of my lives for real? For real. He said, yo, somebody said, man, what are our Patriots doing? Man, it ain't looking good as of right now. It ain't looking too good. I don't know what them boys got going, bro, but I ain't too happy about what we got going on, man. Hey, appreciate you, Melody. Yeah, I'm just answering a couple questions right now. Answer some questions, just kind of letting the chat build up, but I'm gonna get into those stories in a little bit, man. I'm gonna keep asking y'all, not asking y'all, but answering some questions. Hey, look, to my mods, please do not be blocking these people for cursing. Only block them if they are literally being negative, coming in here and they just negative. I am getting too many people just, bro, yo, you blocking me for nothing I didn't even say. Please, 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 please. Please, please, please. Appreciate you, Isaiah. Please, 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 please. He said, Tay scammed you, dude, that deleted your message. That dude, what? Tay scammed you, dude, that deleted your message. Don't mind. Stop deleting messages, man. Let these people talk. For real, please. I don't want to see. I know y'all mean goodbye, but like sometimes it ain't. The people don't even be coming at me or anything. They just be having or whatever. But I heard somebody did inbox me on Instagram and said something about Tay scam them for some feature money. My Lil Durk's latest drop, as far as what, I ain't been listening to none of Lil Durk's latest music, so I can't tell you that. Oh, yeah, I already seen that message, but I don't know. I mean, ain't nothing I could do about, Tay scamming somebody. Like, they got nothing to do with me. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm sorry that happened to you for sure. If that did actually happen, but that's a lot of people move like that, man, especially with the rapping. And yeah, I mean, when you ask me, do I like young boy music? It just depends on. It's a rough area. I do think Young Boy is a talented artist for what he does, but understand that just where I'm at and today, where I'm at, like, I don't really approve of the music, bro. The music is literally a demise for our people. I mean, I think that he do it well. He helped them promote a demise for Black people well, but it's not a good thing. He said, yeah, hey, bro, did King Von and Fredo ever hang out? Not to my knowledge, I don't think Von and Fredo, they didn't have no real relationship. No, not for real. And again, I'm just answering a couple questions for like the first 10 minutes. I'm going to let it build up probably for like 10 minutes. So the first 10 minutes of today, I'm going to be answering y'all questions, be very interactive. But after the first 10 minutes, man, I'm going to get into a couple of stories that I wanted to just go over with y'all. Y'all be asking me, man, what was your funnest time on the block? Or this about this person and that person. So I'm going to bring out a couple of stories, man. I'm going to bring 600 in there, a couple of stories that we had with 600, a couple of stories that we did with Jaro City. I'm going to bring in a couple of stories today, man. That's what I'm going to bring. Young Pappy was the best rapper out of Chicago. Pappy was a dog. I shared something earlier about Pappy, like it was Pappy and Vaughn, and they was like, everybody that's from Chicago, not from Chicago, because Pappy from Chicago too. Everybody that's kind of like know somebody from O Block, they say Vaughn. But I'm like, hey, let's be real, bro. Pappy was different. Vaughn was different too with his rapping, how he came out. But Pappy was different, bro. Pappy would definitely, to me, I would say that he was better. Not, I seen DJ Ken before. Yeah, I've been around DJ Ken. He said, I bet LA would be up one if they were, I bet LA would be up one. The one up there, like with Chief Keef. Oh, I don't know about, man, yeah, LA definitely had his own lane, man. LA was different with his music, man. I gave a whole LA story with Ocho, man. So if y'all ain't watched that story, bro, go back and watch the story I did on LA and Ocho about that situation. But you've been in the hundreds. Of course I've been in the hundreds, man. You know, everybody been in the hundreds, man. I used to be out there by Morgan Park. My cousin stayed in Morgan Park, so I used to come out there, be around there. I learned a little bit about the Jungle Boys and this and that. He said, have I ever seen SD? Yeah, I've been an SD he used to be coming to the block, man, you know, before they got like to GDE blew up for real. SD used to he used to be over on the block a little bit. He said, were there guns back then? What? Where the guns back? Where the guns back then was coming from? Oh, like a lot of the guns, as far as my knowledge, we was getting them from like dudes would go buy them from like not in the city. They go buy them outside the city and then they just bring them back, as far as my knowledge. Appreciate you, Kasova. Who was bro started rapping again? Yeah, I was cool with Prince Dre. Dre is the dude who I'm in the picture with, man. Y'all in the thumbnail, in the picture that I put on the for the live that's me, Dre, and DQ. But yeah, bro, yeah, Dre, when Dre first came to the block, I was kind of weird with a lot of dudes who first came to the block, because I'm like this. If I came to the block at like 15, but I rep something else, if I was repping another hood, see, Dre was from Young Money. He came around probably like 15, 16. So like, I'm still finna rep Young Money when I come to O Block. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna change O Block just because that's why I stay. So in my head, I was thinking like, man, once you come over here and you from somewhere else, understand that like, nigga, we gonna treat you like you not really from up over here. You gotta put in a little bit of time. You gotta, create some memories and stuff. But Dre was definitely one of those people that, I became close with. Me and Dre that was my boy for real. Has Tato been in O Block? Never. Tato was never on the block before Sosa got like rich and then did what all he did. Now I ain't never seen Tato on no block. Nah. Hey, but definitely, man, I appreciate if y'all came in, man. Like the stream, my man. Like the stream. And definitely share it. If y'all got some platform, share it. Well, I don't really need y'all to share this live today. This ain't nothing I really need y'all to share, but definitely like the stream for sure. He said, is DQ original? Yeah, DQ been over there since a shorty. I'm good, Willie. He said, what was S Dot like? I'm from O Block, bro. You S Dot from 600. S Dot, y'all ain't never heard that. Like, S Dot was from the burbs, but he claimed 600 and he came around. But S Dot wasn't really like, man, he was coming around. He didn't live in the trenches. Yeah, I seen Billionaire Blacks before. Have you gotten any fights when I was at Phillips? Nah, I ain't getting into no fights, bro. I checked a few people down that way, but I ain't, man. I keep telling y'all, man, I don't be trying to come off as overly tough, but I am not a person. A lot of people either want to be cool with me or they gonna stay astray. Like, they not gonna mention me. Because I used to do things a lot differently than what I do right now. So, I never had nobody want to fight me. I ain't never got into no close fights other than to the people that I knew that was on the football team that I was around every single day. He said, how was Chino? Like, man, just like another regular one of the shorties in the hood. Growing up bad. Everybody was bad, man. Ain't nobody really was different from the other. Is Gleesh official? They gonna say he official, but he came around, like, Gleesh came around when we was like, I was about to stop gang banging and switching my life, and that's kind of like when he came around. So like a lot of them, y'all might see me be like, y'all might think that I don't like them. It's not that I don't like them. It's just, Man, I be having a different take on it than what a lot of other people be having a take on it. He said, how often was Dirk out there? Dirk was out there once every, I can't even say once in a blue moon. Bro was out there like, you never seen Dirk until he kind of got his name around. You never really seen him unless, like, if you went to Lamron, different story. But if you talking about coming on O Block, 64th for King Drive, going to the DJ Limo parties and all that, and now you ain't see no Dirk. I ain't no Lil Rage. Rage came around when I was gone. It's a lot of them that came around before I when I went to college in 2015, I used to come back, but I wasn't around every single day. So I might come back for a couple days, but like it was people who probably moved on there, but I wasn't around every single day after 2015. I was just coming around a little bit. What's the best places to eat in Chicago? You asking the wrong person, man. I'm not really a person that really too much care about food. So I don't eat where you want to eat. I don't really care. He said, did Cash really stay in O Block and hung out with niggas over there? No, I don't know what Cash talking about. Cash did not live in no O Block. He was not hanging around. First and foremost, that's how you know he lying. I don't know you, bro. You can't go and talk to no 20-year person from O Block and they not know who I am. And I'm not, bro, I know every single cat. Like Cash is, that dude he weird. And all I know about him is he had that one interaction, whatever happened with him and Sosa OG back during those days happened. But no, dude was never like, bro, stop going around telling people you grew up. And then I seen something on Truth Teller where he was talking about Vaughn was at his cousin's house. And bro, these people be saying anything, man. Yeah, Cash be trolling for views and a lot of stuff. But no, he ain't grow around us like, dude, nah. Not in the slightest. What was the most traumatizing moment that made you realize the streets ain't it? What made me realize the streets wasn't it? It had nothing to do about. It had everything to do. Like the situation was I put in the story after I knocked my homie out. I made a story about it. After I did that, they gave him a pistol, to try to do whatever he wanted to do to me. But me, I'm always been a level ahead. Like I knew it. How he was looking the way he was walking up with his hand in his pocket, the whole situation, and just how it was all happening. He was trying to after they gave him a gun to shoot one of his homies due to a fight. I knew that I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. Like this is snakes. Like you feel me? Was Mona Duke always the biggest O Blocker? What does that even mean? Like. I be lost at some of y'all questions. What is the biggest? How can you be bigger O Block than the next person? What does that make? What does that mean? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, that's how it be in the hood, man. I'm talking about not a lot of it's people be having those evil spirits in them. So they like if they kind of knew somebody a little bit more than they knew you, then the person that gave him the gun. He one of them look evil. I ain't gonna say his name right now, but he one of them ones that I keep mentioning y'all, saying to y'all that's a snake. He about the only one that I always come out and I'm like, man, he a snake, king snake. And after that whole with him giving bro the pistol or whatnot, like I'm good. Definitely, man. Once y'all get in here, man, I appreciate it if y'all hit the like button, man. It's gonna get a little bit interesting today. Don't be putting in the spamming on names in the comments, because if I just said I ain't gonna say the name, you spamming the name in the comments ain't gonna get me to say no name. So please move around. What's my Instagram? My Instagram is the change we want to see. He said, did you used to know Lasky? You talking about Wooski brother? Yeah, I knew Wooski brother Lasky, man. Well, that's got to be who you talking about. There wasn't no other Loskis and no Oskies. Them was the only family. So yeah, I knew Losky, man. But yeah, man, get them likes up, man. I appreciate it if y'all definitely get them likes up. I got a couple of interesting stories for y'all today, man. What it was like growing up on O Block for somebody that was actually there, who actually hung out. Not hung out, bro. Man, I've done a lot. A lot ain't got to be talked about. But at the end of the day, Ocho said Duck used to ride his bike through O Block all the time before the Vive. Ocho just be talking about Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. I don't come out and I don't talk bad about people. I tell y'all the truth. My truth might seem like I'm throwing shade, but I'm giving y'all the truth because nobody else. Ocho, I brought him out. Again, I don't know how many of y'all heard me say it before, but again, just to give y'all, everybody that's living O Block, you could live a different life in that. Everybody ain't cool. Everybody don't get to hang with the guys. You feel me? Like, it's different. And Ocho would not know. First and foremost, Duck never used to ride no bike around the O Block. That's definitely a lie for sure. Ocho used to be on the quiet end before I brung him out. Man, Ocho don't know nothing about nothing. Like we brought him around. Like when we brought him around, and when even was that? That's probably like that was my 8th grade. That was in 8th grade when he came around. So like right after that, it was freshman year. So he basically got on the block like his freshman year. That's when I kind of really welcomed him into my group to the block. You get what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't merching on the old block, doing none of that before. Like I welcomed him to the block. And look, I'm not saying that I was a nigga that could put somebody, but that's just what it was. Not everybody who was on the block was one of the guys. Yeah, I knew D Rose. Of course I knew D Rose. I'm gonna give y'all a few stories about us at 600. He said, did I ever speak with L.A. Capone? Of course. If I'm sitting here telling y'all that I'm 20 year plus, I've hung out with L.A., I seen his mama. I know every single one of them, bro. You can't mention not one person that was really out there adamantly every day. I'm talking about every day, not no people that came around. I know him, bro. What you mean I welcomed him? I welcomed him as to, like, it went from me picking on them. We used to go to the end just to pick on them for laughs and giggles. From me picking on them down there doing all this and doing all that. Oops. From me down this and doing all this and doing all that. Then yeah, I put them in. It's like I don't be wanting to say too much when I say too much, but nigga, certain of us back then, you get what I'm saying? He said, I saw LA at you on Twitter. Man, LA was my dog. I did used to have my name back then on Twitter. I don't know if y'all can find them old tweets, and I hope not too many of them. But O Block Hood, I used to have Twitter jumping. Y'all, how many of y'all even remember the Twitter parties that we used to be having? I'm talking about we used to be overly disrespectful on them joints. Man, hey, I don't be meaning no disrespect right now, but it used to be busting. Yes, I have plenty of stories with Reese. I'm gonna give y'all a story about Reese. I was gonna make a story about it, just like a little short clip. But since there's a few people, I'm gonna give y'all a story about. No, actually, I'm gonna answer that question. Let me say that. He say, I'm gonna start highlighting some of y'all questions. He said, what you feel about big name YouTubers filming on O Block for views? This how I'm gonna answer y'all questions, so that way I don't fall asleep. Of course, how I feel about it is it's weird, but I feel like that's what the way the world is today, man. Everything is for views, but I think it's kind of lame. I think it's kind of lame because what go on O Block go down on a lot of other blocks in different places in Chicago. I feel like there might be other blocks that really got like my opinion of the block is different from what outsiders view it as. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's weird. I honestly think it's weird, but I get it. You know, I think it's weird because I lived it, you know. So to live around it and to see everybody like glorifying the way we lived, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. He said, I thought Ocho been in the O since a little kid. Hey, yeah, Ocho been in the O. I just told y'all, it is a difference when you actually with the guys, bro. Everybody not accepted. Everybody not accepted. Everybody is not accepted. He said, were you on the Baycott episode? I definitely was out there. I'm going to just keep asking a few of y'all questions before I get into a few of the stories that I wanted to talk to y'all about. But yeah, I was definitely out there when the Baycott had came, bro. One thing about the Baycott, that day was busting. Dirk and them was out there. Was this the day? No, I think they did shoot a video that day. That's when they shot a video to 30 choppers. But we still was out there on the back, right by Dulles. I'm talking about if you look at the video, I had on like a blue I still remember I had on a blue shirt. I think I had on those dark blue joints too, like some dark blue shorts, and then I had on some ACGs. I was hotter than that thing out there. But yeah, I remember when Big Cop was out there for sure, man. It was crazy. We was finna blow. What was crazy is Big A. Look, when they first did the Big Cop thing, one cop pulled up, right? It was weird. It was weird. Like obviously, y'all know who he was, man. Y'all know we into it with a lot of different people, bro. But it was just God. The reason why nothing really transpired because we had so many pistols about to blow. Look, the car swerved in the Bay car. It swerved in. And it's like another car came in right after that. And then it's like the dude jumped out of the car that we started rumbling in, and he jumped into the other car. And then once he jumped into the other car, they took off. And the car was just sitting there. And so we all looking like, bro, why would they just leave this car right here? Like, what the hell was going on? We didn't know what happened. We didn't know what was going on. I'm talking about we from them flew to the car. You see Day all them Liza. You see them. If you go watch the video, you see how all of them was on BDD's Ralph Lauren. You remember the glasses they put out? Oh, BDD's Ralph Lauren. It was hilarious though. But man, Big A them, bro, they almost fanned that first car down. I'm so glad that they didn't, because right after they did that with the Bay car, pulled it back, they took what they could. Boy, like 5 minutes after that, literally, it was so many police cars that smacked that joint. It was crazy, man. Definitely run my likes up, man. I'd appreciate it if y'all, liked it. Get a boy some likes, man. I got 500 people in here, man. Definitely like it up. I got a couple interesting stories for y'all, man. Couple interesting stories for real. He say, I'm from the rack. He said, I'm from the rack. If you brought him around, how you say, then that means you would have been in an older crowd with Los and Terrence. Bro, you being from Chicago have to do with what? Me saying that I brought him around means that I have to be in an older group. Do you know how slow that make you sound? Do you know how slow that make you sound? Because you from Chicago, you gonna tell me how we did things on O Block. When I'm sitting here telling you something else, man, move around, dude. Some of y'all be weird. Hey, glass guy. But dude, you tweaking. I brought him out as though nobody was like, dude, what do you mean? Once you hang with, do you know how like some places you can't really get into the group unless somebody else bring you in? You could be around the outside, but you don't actually hang with the gang until you get in with one of the gangs. It's different than what it was now. Everybody just can't come and be O Block just because you stand on the block. It wasn't like that, bro. He said, who made the O? What do you mean by who made the O? O.D. Perry died and became, when the nigga died, we had Keita World. When Keita died, it was Keita World. But O Block stuck. Like, man, when O died, O Block was the name that stuck. And that's what we playing with. He said, he bogus with a profile pic like that. Oh, man, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Yeah, I ain't know no Fredo, like good friends, but yeah, I was around Fredo and I knew him a little bit. How did Keita pass away? Man, Keita passed away. It was one of the saddest things in the world. Somebody lied to Keita. We don't know who lied to Keita. Somebody lied to her and told her Keita was one of the best fighters on the block for the women. Somebody had lied to Keita and told her that her mom was outside fighting. Once they told her mom was outside fighting, anybody know anything about Keita? She was a track star. At Simeon, she had a lot of trophies, medals. She was a track star. She ran to see what it was, to see if somebody was fighting her mama, and wasn't no fight, but she passed away from heart complications. That's what happened. Keita passed away from heart complications. Hey, if y'all thinking, you don't come on my page one day and get no mod. I gotta see your name around. I got to see your name around a little bit for you to get a mod. Hey, definitely not run my likes up. I appreciate it if y'all did like the stream, man. It definitely is appreciated. No, I ain't no OD big sister. OD sister never was really outside on the block like that for real. He said, what I did for the O. I don't know what you mean, like what you mean by that, but you sound like one of the mentally enslaved fools for real. What I did for the O. What you do for yourself, nigga? I don't care about doing nothing for no block, nigga. What did I do for myself? I got myself out of the O, nigga. Like, talking about what I do for a block. Come on, man. Move around. Yeah, that's how Keita passed, man. Long live Keita, man. Tell them fools, man. Stop dissing on Keita, man. Let her rest in peace, man. And it'd be crazy how a lot of people, they come out and they mention Keita like she died from the hands of gun violence. She didn't, man. She didn't. She speak more rituals they did on Ocho. Man, I spoke about all that I spoke on. I ain't bringing up certain stuff, ain't getting brought back up. We say, I feel like we've heard your past with O Block and where you are now. How about the period where you switched your life to positive? I like to hear about your struggles while you were changing. Man, my struggles is pretty simple, bro. I try to tell a lot of other people, like, I grew up on a block, but a lot of people that was on the block, they still had their families. They might have had their mom or their dad, but a lot of them had at least their mom. Some of them, a lot of them probably had their dads too. A lot of them had their dads too. Not a lot, but more than probably what we would think, There was a certain amount of people who dads was around or they did have a father figure. But me, man, I was adopted. So obviously I stayed with around people who was in my blood. And just the time, it's a long story. But and nothing different from what everybody else go through, man. Watching your homies die, seeing everybody die to gun violence, seeing people get locked up, not having no hope. I switched. I called out God. That's what I did. I started praying heavily because I did not want to just live on a block for the rest of my life, play cops and robbers for the rest of my life. That was something that I never wanted to do. So I sought a higher power. I sought out a higher purpose, man. It started here, man, but I went to God. He said, is it true King Von was hanging around with 63rd? I don't even, everybody hung out with them boys at some point in time. Are you saying when things got hot and heated, was Von hanging around with the ops? No, makes absolutely no sense. He said, who was the biggest loss? Who was the biggest loss? OD, Troy, or Von? You want to say the biggest loss as to right now, in this time, in this moment, right now, the biggest loss overall would be Von. Now, in this time, since all of them are gone, and we're talking about now in this time, it will be Von. Von was more interactive with more people. He probably touched the souls of more people just because of his love. Everybody just knew OD because there was OD, man. That's classic. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of those things where O wasn't the most savage, but he like a Tuka. He's one of the first of them to really die. That's really from it. Like, man, OD was like, that was the first one that we lost. Other than Ra, who, that was one of the older guys, but like that was kind of in our group. OD was the first one. OD was the first one, so that's how it happened. Hey, what am I doing for the youth? I am literally hoping that my words can, help them with my story, call out that higher God that I did that changed my life. Other than that, what you expect me to do for you? Am I rich? Do I have a platform with millions of people? I don't believe I do. So I feel like you kept spamming that question as to though I'm not doing nothing, but the best thing you can do for somebody, most of y'all would not think it is, but the best thing you could do for somebody is to have them lean on somebody that is not man, but the creator of man, because he can help you with all like he did me. I know it ain't popular to be talking about because we don't talk like that in our society and in our communities, but that's what it is. You get what I'm saying? That's what I do for the youth. I show them what I persevered through in the hopes and the likeliness that they will call out the one who can save us all. Yeah, I heard Mimo got his chain took again. I don't know if y'all ever know, not to throw shade on Mimo, but before he was this big drill rapper from Chicago that y'all so love, he was a mascot. How many of y'all knew he was a mascot? You don't go from a mascot to overly gangster. I'm sorry, but like it does not happen. You don't go from being a mascot in high school. Not like in high school, he was a mascot for Morgan Park. Like, just stop. A lot of these dudes, that's why they love using them, man. It's a lot of dudes who really not street dudes. They create controversy and they can rap about doing it. But it's only to keep us in the streets. They will put somebody that make it, you would think these is the toughest people, but they ain't. He said, did you have a job as a teenager? If so, why not, man? Nope. I ain't had no, bro. My first job, bro, my resume super short. We ain't had no jobs in the hood because our parents wasn't making us get no jobs. Niggas wasn't, we ain't had no, it's kind of one of those things where it's, if nobody is telling you about it and you never, and your brain never get to that point, or you don't see that many people do, you're going to be around those you see, or you're going to engage in the things that everybody is doing. So most of them, they sold drugs, they might sell weed, or they might be working the line in the AM. Jamal Brown, I never wanted to sell no weed because at that time I never smoked weed. I definitely wasn't gonna sell no drugs to people. My mom was a crack addict. There was no way I would, make money off hurting my people. That's never how I was rolling. He said, did me and Top ever fight? Nah, me and Top never fought. No. Hey, what's the untold T. Roy story? Man, I mean, it's a lot of stories, but I ain't finna go through he said, how did we get guns, man? The big guys got them from somebody and we got them from them. Was Keith really like that? Again, when y'all be asking, was somebody really like that? I don't be knowing what y'all be asking. He said, did you ever be in a position where you thought you was gonna die? Man, look, let me tell y'all one story of when it was a few times where I thought we was gonna die, but that would always happen. It was just one time. It was me, Tashawn. So Fast Short, if you ever looking at this, I know you was scared. I know you, bro. Anyway, we was on Ocho them end. We was in Ocho Park, and it was me, Lil Gooch, Tashawn. He from THF now, and I think it was like one more person. And we was on their end, and we had like this fake gun. And we kind of like ran up on these people who was they was on the block. Like it was just people that we never knew. I'm telling y'all, it was crazy. It used to get crazy. It was this couple who was on the block, man. And they was trying to get it in their crib. And like, we ran up on them with a fake gun. And like, we robbed them. We took the purse. We did all that. Statute of limitations on robbery and all that stuff is so far gone. So I'm not snitching on nobody. Learn your laws and learn your statutes of limitations before you start saying I'm snitching again. Again, though, we robbed that lady and did all that. And we only did it like this with shirts, and she saw some of us. Okay, so fast forward like a week go past, and we all was sitting down there. We was sitting on this one, and this one dude walked up with them same people, and he upped the biggest gun. He upped, that boy was like, man, I heard y'all rob my auntie. I heard y'all. But the crazy thing was why he was with the ops. It wasn't overly cracking in, but man, it wasn't all fun and games. And I promise you, boy, he upped it. And the lady was looking at us face to face. She telling him like, man, who was there and who wasn't there. She looked at me. She was like, man, God just always be having my grace. He always have grace over me, bro. I'm talking about always. Me and Gooch was probably the main two people doing the stuff. But she looked at me and first was just like, no, it wasn't him. I don't remember him being there. She looked at Dante. No, I don't remember him being there. She looked at another one of my, and this was like my best outside of Gooch. This was like my best homie, Fat Shorty from THF. And she looked at him and she was like, he was there. And we all was conflicted because it's like we wanted to run, but like nobody wanted to run because like bro was right there. Like I myself didn't want to run. Because I'm like, bro, I know we was scared, but he was right there with and man, we ain't know what to do. And he was just steady walking up on bro. He's like, man, so you robbed them. But we was just right there pleading, like, look, bro, we good. Like, we don't do it. Like, we just plead with him. And long story short, man, he ended up like letting us go because the people that he was there with like was like, nah, don't do nothing, man. Let them go. They some kids for real. Let them go. But man, that was one of the scariest times. Hey, but yeah, man, definitely. I appreciate it if y'all like the stream. I know it's 700 people in here right now, and I know for a fact I don't got more than 5. I probably don't even got 300 likes right now. I don't even know what it is, but if you like the stream, I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get to some more questions. I did have a series of things that I wanted to talk about, just a couple of stories, but y'all questions are interested. He said, do you respect Get Back Girls? What the heck is that? I don't even know what no get back girls is. Hey man, if you ain't subscribed, man, definitely subscribe. Definitely subscribe, man. If y'all be tuned in with the O Block stories, stop going to those people that ain't never walked a mile in our shoes. Ain't never walked a mile in our shoes. They just want to talk about what we done been through because they done looked up so many different YouTube. Y'all, this is the only, like one of the only, Ocho did it too, but this is another one of the time where y'all get to talk to somebody that actually, you know, it's like you got to go to the source with it. This is the source. If you're talking about O Block, he said, why you wait for Vine to die to start talking? First and foremost, idol worshiper, I did not wait till Vine died to start talking. I came out on YouTube. When I came out on YouTube, just a way of life. It just happened that way. But I've been talking like this. I even got into it with Vine over the whole Melly situation, which obviously y'all don't know about. Y'all be thinking everybody's so tough. So like, I'm scared of Vine. Or like, I would have never came out. How dare Jamal open up his mouth if King Von was alive? Ooh, like, dude, I'm not y'all, bro. I don't know any. Jamal Brown look at it like this. I bleed as well as another man bleed. You think I'm gonna live my life in fear? I know y'all might think that people was just so scared of Vaughn, but I was his homie, shorty. And I'm a grown man. I don't care about what no a person gonna say or do. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna say what I gotta say. So, yeah, would you be doing this if Vaughn wasn't alive? A lot of things might have been different if you look back if you look at hindsight. Like, come on, bro. Some of y'all be weird. He said, do you see yourself speaking at youth facility, juvenile detention center, and spreading your message? And God willing, I hope so. I hope that I could, you know, use my story to bring people to the one true source. All the BS around it, the entertainment factor is cool and all. The O Block stories is cool and all, but I be trying to lead people to God. You get what I'm saying? That's why I even talk about this stuff. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna believe in them because the world gonna teach you not to believe in them. But hey, I'm trying to show people that it is a reason the world don't want to get you to know him. But did you ever feel empty after losing so many homies and didn't get it? And it hold up, and it didn't get old at one point, like back to back to back. Not that I felt empty, bro. It's the desensitize. It desensitizes you to it. You know, one thing is to live it, but the other thing is it's so hard to really care for life when you rooting for other people to die. So with the music, we be rooting for the music to die. It's like you really can't even understand the dynamic unless you're either outside of it or you were inside and now you are on the outside. So it's very you know, it's hard. It's hard. He said you wasted $5 on that question. You mad because he had $5 to give? Like, y'all be so worried about what other people do. If he had $5 to give for a question and he gave it, why are you crying about it? You wish that some of them, like, send him $5 or something, bro. Like, he crying. Like, what be to y'all? Like, do y'all be going on them pages? First off, rich people like Kevin Samuels. Do y'all go on Kevin Samuels who have 1 million subscribers, who probably make $20,000 a month off YouTube? Do y'all be going on their pages and be crying when people send them $500, send him $600? The people that's already rich be getting more richer from the poll. And we get mad at when somebody is on the same level with us, get $5. That's weird. He said, you and Charleston White got a link. Man, Charleston White is at first I wanted to link with Charleston White, but I ain't got no want to really just keep. He got a character going on, and he told y'all that he's a character for money. I don't really too much care about. Hey, look, bro, I'm not gonna exploit people, talk about people, put on a character for money. Like, that's just not the way I roll. It's a lot of people that's fake. All they want to talk about is their business. All they want to talk about is how they gonna get $1, how they gonna get this, how they gonna get that. I'm worried about How I'm gonna help a shorty that's in the hood that ain't got no hope, that feel like he got to drill, kill, steal to even, enjoy a day. I want shorties to find hope in this world. Look, the numbers drop once you start talking about real life. The people that be wanting to hear about nothing but our death, they leave when they like, oh, ain't nobody dying. You ain't talking about. Look, the numbers always drop. The numbers always constantly drop once you start to hit on things that really mean something. Understand that for the most of y'all that's out there in these hoods, for the most of y'all that live in the hood and y'all suffer from the same things that I went through, I appreciate any of y'all for those super chats. Understand that a lot of these people don't care about us. They don't care about whether we live or whether we die. I'm talking about y'all that's living in those hoods. They don't care if y'all live or if y'all die. They only care about laughing at y'all deaths, rapping about y'all deaths, making a pack out of y'all. I'm talking about y'all in the hoods. It's a lot of y'all that's in the hood that don't even understand what's going on to us. How people think it's so, but we don't look at it like, oh, the world is just making a joke out of our lives. We take heed into it and we want to even more become a savage. So that, bro, they laughing at us. They laughing at us. You don't have to believe it, but they're laughing at us. My numbers was jumping to almost 800 when I was just talking about O Block stuff. The moment I go into anything real, they run back, they move back. They're not trying to hear about me speaking life into y'all. They don't care about y'all actually going in and living a life. They just want our death and our hurt to be a form of entertainment. Do y'all not get that? They want our hurt and our death to be a form of entertainment for them because they live peaceful lives. They don't got to worry about nobody chasing them down, chasing them with guns. They don't worry about that. So for them, this is nothing but entertainment. It's just not the everyday on the TV entertainment, man. Yeah, so y'all who not really here, just it's a lot of weird people in the world, and this is exactly how they roll. Y'all just wanna hear about us dying and stuff. He say I appreciate all those super chats, bro. He said, I don't know if you saw my last super chat, but I just want to say you really inspired me, man. And thank you. Hey, Wally Rashid, I appreciate you, bro. I definitely appreciate that a lot, man. It means a lot. Thank you for sharing that. And I do this for us, man. You see how do y'all not see how the numbers be dropping dramatically? Y'all, that's in them hoods. We ain't living it. We not finna keep living and dying for people to profit off of our. Do you know how many people getting rich off of O Block? Talking about Chicago, not just O Block. Getting rich, like DJ Academics. I feel like he got the bulk of his success on YouTube for talking about Chicago drill. Is he even from Chicago? Is he even from Chicago, y'all? I get it that we might be wanting to have our little moment of spotlight, but that little moment of spotlight ain't the spotlight that we need nor want. I'm going to get into a couple of more stories. At the end of the day, I did, because this is what I was here for. I know a lot of half of y'all. Hey, look, for y'all that's here, hey, Joyce O, I definitely appreciate that super sticker. Joyce O, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. For y'all that's here right now, I do Bible days, man. Regardless of what the world be telling y'all, I feel like y'all should come and get a little bit of that. We need it. We getting a lot of negative in this world and we're losing ourselves. Sometimes we need to kill this flesh so that we can move closer to the one true creator. And I know it ain't easy for us to hear, but we need to hear that. And definitely, if you hear and if you're not subscribed, but you want better for your life, you know that you stressing and you depressing, and that the only reason why you even engage every single day into this drill stuff is because that's what they force on us. Then come and join those Bible days, man. I could truly help y'all how God helped me, and I can help you get to that source. I'm telling you, I don't want nothing from you. You don't got to send no cash apps. You don't got to do nothing, but just come and listen to me when I get in the word. Come listen to me when I tell those certain stories. You hear what I'm saying? Hey, definitely, I appreciate if y'all run the lights up. It's 680 people in here. I'm finna go see how many people that even liked it. And I'm not even finna talk or continue to talk. If at the least y'all can't even do is like the stream. So if you don't want to hear it and you want to run and go not watch, then do that. I really don't care. Like, I won't care, because at the end of the day, the people that really want to hit a message, they gon' find their way here regardless. They might not know I'm out there right now, but they gonna find their way to me, man. They gonna find their way to my page. But definitely, man, I would appreciate if y'all like the stream. That's all. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to some hey, I appreciate that, Aaron, bro. I love y'all, bro. I truly love y'all. If for most of y'all who think that I'm doing this for clout, I'm doing this for love. I might talk about some stories and I might get into a lot of things that people feel like, oh, I'm doing this and I shouldn't be doing it. Are you going against your guys? I'm going against evil. All works of inequity, I'm going to go against. My homies, them, they engage. I know we don't talk about that. We don't talk like this, but look, I'm gonna try to get into some questions, man. Because I know this one, wouldn't really what I say. They say, how old was I when I decided to turn my life to God? I was 17. When I decided to turn my life to God, I was 17 years old, bro. You say, am I related to Prince Dre? Nope, I ain't related to Dre, man. We just friends. Now, I don't rap, my boy, I don't rap. He say, who told on Boss Top? You talking about when Top got arrested all those years ago for that big old thing? A girl told on him. They did that. He shouldn't have had all of one. The people move dumb, man. Dumb, whatever. What's that little saying about when you do something dumb, it grants dumb rewards or something like that? I don't know who Gino Marley is. I don't. He say, hey, well, I don't know. He said, y'all need to fix y'all questions. If you had money, he said, if you had the money, what would you do with O Block? Really, I wouldn't do nothing with O Block. I want everybody to come up out of O Block. So if I had actual money that could actually change things, I want to put programs around. You know what I'm saying? Programs around that will give a kid hope and like, man, I could do this for the rest of my life and I could make so and so money, but I have enough money to take trips, to feed my family. I wouldn't do nothing with O Block. I would be trying to lead my people out of O Block. That is a position of poverty. When you have your people in a position of poverty, they're going to do things that people in poverty do. When you take them people from poverty, I'm trying to remove people from it. You get what I'm saying? Rather than keeping them there and giving them things that keep them there. I want them to come from that. What did I think about KTS Dre? That's the dude that got shot like 60 something times when I thought that was weird that he got shot that many times. When it first happened, I was questionable as to who got something to do with that boy death. Did Chicago Police Department have anything to do with that man death? Because I thought it was odd that as soon, because if you're getting bonded out, not everybody knows that you're getting bonded out, but the people who bonded you out in the police department. So he got gunned down right after that, which means that had to be an inside job. The people that bonded him out must have told somebody, or the cops was working with somebody that, like, because it makes no sense. He got that man didn't even make it 10. He was still by the precinct. So get out of here. And as many bullets as they shot him with, they must have had automatic guns or something. But DQ said Jado his blood brother. I know Jado family and I knew DQ family, and I know DQ older brother Marcellus. DQ and Jado wasn't no blood brother, nothing. That's false. He said, do I think the government, hold up, where that question go? He said, do I think the government played in a part in the O Block turning out hood? It did. I wouldn't say the government, but I think the industry, after Keith came, and they seen that little bit of negative light that O Block had in Chicago. I don't think the government, but I think the industry was like, we can use these type of people to further promote the demise for black men. All you got to do is put a man up there and have, if we in the hood, right, and we ain't got no hope, but we see somebody gain money, females, cars, mansions, because he rapping about gang banging. Majority of the people in the hood gonna want to do exactly that, but not understanding the message that's within this is to keep drilling, to keep killing, to keep robbing, to keep looking at women as though they ain't nothing. This is the message within it. So they just use what we don't know against us, and they use the people that look just like us to further hurt us. That's all it really is. That's all it really is. Hey, Maul from LA, I appreciate that. Definitely. I definitely appreciate that. Hey, look, if y'all on here and y'all and you wanna and you wanted to donate to me, then donate to my Cash App, because YouTube takes 30% of everything, if not more. If you do want to just put it in a super chat so you could get your question highlighted, I do understand that. But I'm saying if those who want to donate to me for the purpose of what I'm doing, then you might want to, if you want me to get it all. If you want to give YouTube half of it, I really don't care what you do with your money. But I'm just saying that. But I definitely, anything you give, I truly appreciate that, Ma, LA. Definitely appreciate that. I'm going to get to some more questions. He said, do you know anything about Fred Hampton and the Chicago Black Panthers? Yeah, I know a little bit about Fred Hampton, man. I know a little bit about Fred and the Black Panthers and stuff. Yeah, I know a little bit about him, man. I be having a little, it's like sometimes we be thinking as Black people that everything that has a Black face on it is for us. For Black Lives Matter, that whole thing, for instance, we thought it was for us, but the whole time, what was they doing? They was further hurting us. That's all. They was hurting us. Hey, I appreciate that, Elijah. Nemo be wearing clothes out his daddy van. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all be crazy. Hopefully not. He said, is O Block getting sold? Who cares? Whether they get sold or not get sold. If O Block ain't getting tore down, and it won't matter if who buys it, they still gonna do the same thing. It won't matter. He said, how 600 click up? Oh no, how far away is 600 from O Block? 600 on it ranged from like a couple of, it's kind of long. So 600 probably start on like what, 50 something to like 60th, 61st, something like that. I don't really know. But it's right down the street. Like we used to just walk on 600. We used to just walk there. He said, was Duty Low a real hitter? Duty Low is from Kankakee. Duty Low not from Chicago, man. Y'all don't remember when Dirk first brought him out, man? Duty Low not from Chicago, man. He's from Kankakee. So I hung around Duty when we was out here at the You Dig, the concert and whatnot, and I actually like Duty Low. Oh God, Duty, he a funny person. I actually like him. But as far as that, I ain't never really see him around. He say, who will win in a fight, Duck or Von? I never seen Duck fight, and he was a big person though. He's big, but I never seen him fight, so I don't know. He said, did you hang with Dirk? I mean, you asking that because you saw me hanging around him, or like, yeah, I hung around him. Yeah, like I have, yes. He say, women look down on good guys. You get treated like a lame and called a simp for treating them like queens nowadays. That's why we got to change the narrative, Brody. Once we change the narrative and make real men again, and make little boys actually little boys again, and really make it seem as though those are the ones with the toxic masculinity, because they have no confidence in their self. You have no, and I'm not saying that it is a bad thing, but we have to live right and we have to learn. If you continuously think that you're supposed to be who you was at 15 when you're 25, you're mistaken. So if you ain't growing, you literally are being a pawn in this world. If you're not growing to teach more for your family, just to experience more in the everyday life, you're losing it. He said, "Well, see, man, some of y'all ask some dumb questions." Hey, I appreciate you, Jeff. I definitely appreciate you, bro. He said, you used to hang around Take 600. Yeah, he in my age group, I used to always talk to Tay, and now I'm just answering these questions. I was gonna do some stories, but hey, I know y'all be rather me answering y'all questions more than the stories. And I told a few stories within the questions though, so it is what it is. He said you should link with tell y'all story. Hey, me and Tay could get together and get y'all some real stories for real, man. Cause like sometimes you just need somebody to jog your memory. Just some of the things that we did together, some of that. But man, what's a story about 600? I mean, one of the stories is, all right, so I'm gonna give y'all a story, not about just 600, but it was a day we was looking for butter. Y'all know who butter is, FBG butter. We was looking for FBG butter. We was deep, but man, we wasn't deep. All right, so we did have a few of those with us. So it was the main people that we had with us that y'all know, it was T Roy. T Roy was with us, it was me, J9s, TP. It was a lot of us. We had a few, but like for the most part, of like older dudes, we ain't had that many older dudes who really was like that with us. We had a few, but then we had a lot of the young guys with us. And mind y'all, I told y'all we looking for butter. So we would this was when it wasn't really too crazy like that. It wasn't too crazy like that. You could walk around and look for who you was fighting. Obviously, that's what we was doing. So we looking for butter. So we was walking somewhere everywhere, or where we knew butter was. We was walking by his house. We was walking kind of where where we could catch him at. And along the lines, like we was just beating up a lot of random people we saw because we couldn't find him. We do it a lot. We beat up a lot of random people. But look, so it come to a point, right? That we no longer, like, we looking for him still, but it's like, dang, I don't think we gonna find him. So we walking back to the block. I think we like right here on 61st. We on 61st. Anybody who know what 61st is, who know about the ins and outs about it, it's like that big field right there. Y'all know where the building used to be at. So he's like right there in that big field. And we had a couple of our fighters. And I'm talking about, it was Gyro City with butter. So it was one dude came out, he was with Gyro City, and he was hitting his knuckles together. He's like, nigga, on Gyro City, we heard y'all was looking for butter. So we like, yeah, we was looking for butter. At this time, we only saw him and like maybe 2-3 other dudes. So I'm talking about, like, we getting ready to fight. I'm talking about, yeah, this what we looking for. We looking for y'all. We really looking for y'all. It don't matter if the police on here, man. Oh, you talking about with those questions. All right, look, hey, block him. Hey, my mods, if y'all see anybody who's saying who killed who, block them. Get them up out of here ASAP. Anyway, so we right there in the little courtyard or whatnot. And so he hitting his knuckles like, man, we heard y'all was looking for butter. Cause we let niggas know, hey, y'all see butter, let them know we whooping whoever you was on this block, we whoop you. Hey, we looking for butter, man. If y'all see butter, let them know we coming for them. Anyway, bro, they found us. They found us, right? So after dude knuckling his in again, I'm talking about they start coming out the woodwork, y'all. I'm talking about it was so many of them, like, bro, them just started getting, they peeled out on my granny grave. I was, me, T-Roy, and Tone was the last 3 to run. You don't got to believe it. Hey, believe what you want to believe. But I was still prepared to fight while we seen all them coming out. I mean, because this wouldn't have been the first time that we got into a brawl. But obviously, we did have a lot of shorties with us. Like, we ain't had no real steppers, like, that was really finna be out there. I'm talking about going. And then 600 of them was with us, right? Because this is a story that's going to let y'all know about 600 because they was with us. Inky D, it was Inky D and Moo. Inky D and Moo. So them was the only 2. Before they even really got on us. All right, look. So they come out, they doing this, right? So we all bail out. They catch one of us. After they catch bro, they stumping them. Me and T-Roy, like, it's like they caught him and they beating him up. But like we ain't too far, so we see them beating bro up. And T-Roy crying, he mad, he wanting to go back. And we walking up, but as we walking up, they kind of like stop. But like nigga, Inky D and Boss Moo, they both was like they went over there and they shook their hands and all this and all that. While like after they was beating bro up and we saw this. So after we get back to the block, Inky D and Boss Moo came back to the block with us. Like, and we like, hey, them niggas was just shaking their hands like, and we mobbed them, bro. Like we mobbed Inky D and Moo. I'm talking about we mobbed them out. Like why was y'all shaking their hands then? Y'all ain't help bro. And then y'all gonna come back on the block with us when y'all ain't help bro again, jump. They try like they was playing both sides. I'm talking about we mob. I'm talking about we Joey them knock Inky D out. Me, Jaquan, we stumping Moo. Like, boy, we had all hands and feet at the party. I'm talking about we brutally got them from them after that day. We just be, but you know, that's fun. That still was our brothers. We got over that. We definitely got over that. But like we had to, like, man, how y'all was with us, see them and then go shake their hand. But y'all know, so don't feel like y'all finna come back to the block. He say T. Roy and Von best friends. They ended up being best friends. Yes, sir. They ended up being best friends. But the ultimate best friends, again, I'm gonna keep telling y'all, it was T. Roy and Sosa. Troy and Sosa was the real best friends. Von and Troy became more close because y'all know why. They was out there in that field. They became more close along that. She said, I like seeing you laugh. I appreciate that. It's good to laugh. For sure. Was OD grimy? Was OD really grimy to Tay 600? OD ain't never been grimy to no Tay. Tay, when O died, Tay was like, we was all young, so Tay ain't have no interactions with OD of the negative. OD wasn't no, bro. First and foremost, OD wasn't finna argue. I know OD wasn't finna argue with no little kids. Boy, he'll look at you like, bro, he was before his time, bro. He wasn't one of them, like, you know, you got a lot of different people on the block who they talk, they crack jokes and this and that and be riding people, you know, the joke, like that's what we say, like I'm about to ride you when you cracking jokes on people. And hey, look, I'm about to start. I don't know if they blocked you, but if you spam the question more than 3 times, I'm blocking you. If you keep spamming questions more than 3 times, block them. Hey, block them. If they keep spamming, ask the question 1 time. If it gets seen, it gets seen. I'm trying to answer all y'all questions, but look, man, you don't got to keep spamming it. Keep spamming it. It ain't going to get your question seen. And ain't nobody, you feel me, trying to, you feel me? What you mean, pause? It should have been on slow mode, man. My bad. It should have already been on slow mode. I'm going to get to some more questions, though. He say, look at him. He say, man, y'all fanned out listening to someone talk about ish that don't concern none of y'all lives. Why you here then? If you ain't fanned out, then why you click on it when you said stories about O-Block? So you clearly must be a fan. And if anything, they just act like they just want to know about what was going down. But you seem like somebody that's mad. You seem like somebody that's over there envying of something. You wish that they was over there watching you to see what you had to say, because that's what it seemed like. He said, was Fredo really a scary sight? On the first look at him, you might have been scared when you saw him. He had all the tattoos on him. Fredo did not look like somebody that was easy to approach, but he was Fredo was overly cool. He was overly cool. Yeah, for right now, it seemed like we done winning Super Bowls with the dumb stuff we keep doing. He said, when did Muwop move to O-Block? Man, Muwop probably been over there his whole life. Muwop was over there for as long as I could remember. Talking about story on White. I don't got no story on, man. It's a lot of stories, but like y'all be looking for powerful, deep, impactful, or like, man, he just one of the guys, but it really wasn't no. I didn't really like White. Like me and White. Man, I ain't even gonna go over that joke. I ain't really like him. I ain't really like White. I like that was one of the guys, but I ain't really like him. He say, "Do Muwop got hands?" I mean, I ain't finna down talk nobody. I don't know, bro. I don't know. No, I ain't know JB been Latin. I ain't know JB. He was around a little bit. What you asked my dog? He asked me, did I have stories from who? Yeah, I know Caleb B. I really knew Caleb B when I was in the field for real. Like when I was a shorty, when we first was making Twitter pop, I definitely knew Caleb B. I was more interactive with her then. Like around those times, be honest, does Mimo 600 live what's in his raps? No, I just told y'all that. Well, you wouldn't know him, but now Mimo was never out there. He could have, something could have oddly happened along the way, but Mimo was a mascot. I don't know no real street dudes who was once mascots who became real drill rappers of the words that they spoke. Like looks can obviously, definitely be deceiving. I ain't listened to Dirk album. I did not listen to Dirk album. I listened to Von album, but that was it. I ain't listened to Dirk album. I ain't listened to Youngboy album. I heard Dirk album was MIDI. That's what I heard. He said, "Do you think Freemasons made all gangs?" Freemasons did have a part in all gangs. GDs and BDs, they first meeting was held at a Freemason temple in Chicago. So yeah, they basically brought gangs. They, man, Satan people don't be doing the background research on things, so they never really come to the higher knowledge. But yeah, Freemasons definitely was the reason why gangs are gangs. And it was created not to fight for each other, but they knew that one day that those same gangs who were supposed to take up and fight for each other would one day fight each other. When you live in poverty, that's the things that come out of that will come from it. So a lot of them dudes was heavily involved with things that we don't even know, but it ain't had nothing to do of good. It was everything of how can we further hurt the Black community? How can we get them to kill themselves in a way that we don't have to do it? And that's how they did it. He said, "What's my opinion on the older Black disciples?" My opinion on the older Black disciples, I don't really have no opinion on them. Not for real. I just want people to preach something different than what you lived. Don't preach, or I wouldn't think that it is okay for older Black or BDGD disciples to think that they would want other people to live their life how they live their life. But again, I keep telling y'all, if I'm going to hell, why do I care about bringing y'all down there with me? I'm not going to care about it. It's not going to happen. Hey, definitely, it's almost 1,000 people in here. I definitely would appreciate, man, if y'all just run the boy likes up, man. What other old Block truth y'all going to get than this? Because when they start coming out talking about old Block, I'll let you know if they, not that I'll let you know, most of y'all already be knowing who really be there. Y'all ain't know about me because I was laid back in the cut. And like, I was worried about my future more than I was worried about being seen by people who really don't even care about it if we live or die. Hey, I appreciate y'all telling them to run the lights up, man. Appreciate y'all. He said, "I play Xbox, bro." Hey, appreciate you, V Garvin. I play Xbox. Have I ever been cool with? Am I cool with? Nah. Hey, I'm about to tell y'all a story about Baylo, though. I'm about to tell y'all a story about King Von cousin, Baylo. He weird, first and foremost. Baylo is weird, first and foremost. Is it true what he said about Caleb B? I don't know what he say about what Baylo say about Caleb B. Oh, y'all stupid. Y'all talking about Caleb. But look, though, the story about Baylo, man, let me get into it. So it was a long time ago. It's going to be a real quick story. We was all going to play basketball. Mishan, that's what I call him. I'm calling Mishan, Baylo. His name is Mishan to me, his real name. Mishan was over Von's crib. His mama dropped him off, and we all went to go play basketball. I think we was all outside. Mishan couldn't get back in the Von crib because he didn't have the key and he could not find Von. So this dude took the air conditioner out the window, but didn't know how to put it back in, right? And so we still went to go play basketball. He didn't know how to put the air conditioner back in the house, so Von just closed the window. After we get through playing basketball, we get to walking back to the block. Mishan sit on the bench. I swear to God, I promise y'all, I swear to God, this is exactly how it happened. Mishan, you know, if you watching, you remember what you did. This is the weirdest thing ever in my life. He sat on the park bench and was like, "I'm not coming. Y'all can go ahead." And we like, "What is you talking about?" All of us sitting right there, Von, we just got to playing basketball. We tired. We ready to walk down to go. Basically, we ready to go to the store because once every time we got through playing basketball, once you walking down the drive, it's like a store right there. So we trying to go to the store, get us some drinks, and finish walking to the crib. This man sit on the park bench and was like, "Von, like, y'all, I'm not coming," because he was scared that because he took the air conditioner out the window. He was scared that Von Mama was gonna whoop him. No BS. He wanted to. We finished walking. We like, forget it. I don't even remember if he even came back to the block, but that nigga just stayed at Washington Park, did not move. He's like, I'm finna just sit right here. And then he laid down on the bench while we walked off, and we just keep looking back like, bro, we just at Televon, like, bro, your cousin weird. Like, what's to him? And I don't know, like, if y'all be watching this, Sean, Von other cousin Sean, for who used to be, where's the cookie though? Bro, where he been at? Where you been at, Sean? If you ever get around to watching this, my boy, where you been at? Like, where you been at? For real, for real. He said, but that was a little quick story about Mimo. And another story about Balo. So everybody thought Balo was soft because he was gay. And you know, like, we pick on people a lot on the block. We overly pick on people. And the person that I told y'all about in my video that I knocked him out, walked him out. When I knocked him, he actually one of the best fighters from my block, he was back then for the shorties. It was one day he kept teasing me, Sean, Von cousin. He kept teasing him about being gay. And I'm talking about I didn't even think that boy can fight like that. Don't play with that boy, Mishan, because y'all might see that boy. He might not look like he can fight. That boy got hands. I'm talking about, I ain't never seen bro get, how he whooped bro up. I ain't never seen bro get whooped like that. I knocked him out, but I'm talking about Mishan killed him. Balo, as y'all, killed him. I'm talking about he was near folks' head up against the gate. He murdered folks. Hey, dude can fight. And I don't know if y'all know, but them gay dudes got hands, boy. Them gay dudes can fight. He said, funnier year, 2011 or 2014. I don't even remember what was going on in 2011 or 2014. I don't know. I don't know if he actually admit that he gay, but he got all the tendencies. So like that's why I said like bro was teasing him, calling him gay. Well, I don't mean to call him that if he's really not, but you know, post this part, name it Balo story. I don't know if he is. He might just be overly feminine, but he's always been that way. But I don't know. I've never heard anything about him actually being intimate with other men. It's just he's feminine. So, you know, if you're feminine, most people gonna think that you're gay. Talking about they call me Lil J Hood. Was Reese like that? Yep. It'd be some people when y'all be like, man, was this person like that? And I'd be confused. But then it'd be some people that be like, when you ask, like, if they like that, it automatically just be like, yep. Yeah, I know Reese. Yeah, of course. Like, I'm not gonna say I was his best friend, but yeah, I know Reese. I hung around him. Please stop asking the same questions. Was Rondo the most savage? First and foremost, Rondo is from 600, and no, Clinton Macy. Like, I don't know who was the most savage from over their way. Like, I didn't look at them and try to be like, hey, who's the most savage? Nobody cared, bro. The funniest story I got about Von, I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. Was Lil Vernie like that? Lil Vernie is from Lamron. He is not from O Block. Story with Lil Gooch? Nah, look, I got 1,000 and million and 360 gazillion stories with Lil Gooch. That was my best friends. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of fun stories, funny stories that I got with him. But me and Gooch, I'm gonna just tell y'all this way. We used to be the send-off kings. We used to try to recruit people that would only listen to us to get them to do what we wanted them to do. So if you saw me and Gooch and you saw us with 4 other people, you better know that if them 4 other people that was with us was willing to jump when we said jump, to crawl when we said, now I'm talking about, you say jump, they say how high. One of them, like, that's how we was doing stuff. Like, that's just how we programmed the group that we was in. So, yeah. Well, he's gonna be around niggas who was gonna listen to us. That's how we was rocking. He said, do you regret coming up in O Block? I don't regret. How can I regret something that just happened by default? I didn't have no say in whether I claim up in O Block. You should only have a regret for something that you had say in. Yeah, I knew C-Day, man. Somebody always saying something like, bro, hey, look, I don't have to get on here and tell no cap stories. Like, first and foremost, like, not to be rude, but like, y'all ain't nobody. Not saying that y'all ain't nobody in y'all everyday life, but like, y'all ain't nobody for me to come out here. Like, first and foremost, who can just make up stories on the fly? Like, I don't know, y'all be weird. And I know you can lie on the fly, but to actually make up a whole story. He said, bro, you got any funny jail stories? Heard us all? Nigga, I ain't no jail, nigga. I ain't been in jail. I've been in jail, but I ain't never like actually been in jail. I'm one of them, like, oh, you went in, you got processed, and you was out for a battery, but I don't got no jail stories. And who want to hear jail stories? You want to hear about a whole bunch of men locked up in one environment and see what, like, because the only stories you're going to hear is fights. Well, you want to hear some weird stories? Y'all be crazy. He said, name the fighters from my block. The best fighters that I could, exactly, Chosen. Exactly. The best fighters from my block. I'm gonna start from the big guys, then I'm gonna give y'all us, then I'm gonna give y'all the little guys. The big guys, the best fighter gonna be Joey. After Joey, like none of them niggas really even seeing Joey, if you want to be honest. It'll be Joey. Then after you get Joey, you get Duke. No, Joey, you could probably tie Duke and Charles up. Duke and Charles, I'm talking about, I'm going to say Charles. Then after Charles, C Murder, then Duke. Then after them, who would I get to? And I'm just talking about for straight guys, because we had, like, Gooch brother was probably the best fighter out of all of them. Like, Dante brother would beat Joey up, but he didn't gangbang. He didn't gangbang or nothing like that. But Elwood knew how to fight, and he taught himself like kickboxing. So folks will kick you to sleep, punch you to sleep. It ain't really matter for real. But Duke, Munna Duke. So them three. Top is not in the fighting circle. Top cannot fight. I don't know how many times y'all gotta hear me say that. He is not in the fighting circle. When nobody classify him as a fighter, no. But I gave y'all those three for them. Then go down to me and Von them group. The best fighters would be like Von. I'm not gonna include myself. I'm just saying outside of me, it would be Von, New Wop, and TP. J Money wasn't really, J Money could fight, but I'm talking about the best fighters. I'm not just talking about people who was wild. I'm talking about real knuckles. I'm talking about Sherrod. You got to put Sherrod. Sherrod had them things like Sherrod and Charles for real, and Joey. Them boys can fight, and Duke too. Duke can fight. Them boys can fight. Again, D Rose is from 600. From O Block. D Rose is a small stature man. Most of them not trying to do no fighting. Just being honest with y'all. Platoon and O, I ain't never seen O fight. I saw Platoon get in the fight and wasn't too impressed, just being honest. Rest in peace to my boy, but wasn't too impressed. Sosa, I grew up to be one of like, I always could fight, but when I grew up and got to, I was knocking people out, bro. There wasn't no fights with me. It wasn't no fight. I'm knocking you. I was literally knocking people out. Like, that's just what I was doing. One punch. Hey. One punch, though. One of these NyQuils on my mama, for sure to take a sleep. You for sure to take a nap, bro. He said, speak on gentrification. That's a little outside of the convo. What about the little guys? All to the little guys. Y'all don't even know about the little guy. All right, so the little guys, the best fighters would be Lil John, but he don't call himself that no more. Lil John don't call himself that no more. He call himself Bang, C Bang. I don't know if y'all know about C Bang, but C Bang, who else was it? It was C Bang. See, the little guys really couldn't even fight for real. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. The little guys really ain't had no hands for real. I ain't gonna cap. C Bang was about one of the only ones where I'm like, Lil Shorty really could fight. DQ was straight with the hands. I always loved DQ because DQ probably wasn't the best fighter, but he wasn't soft in no way, form, or fashion. He wasn't one of the little crybabies that I be mentioning. DQ was always like, man, DQ was always DQ, like he a little tough, little bad little boy. But yeah, I would say that. Did E-Dog, E-Dog? Nah, I ain't never fight E-Dog. Well, I love E-Dog. Ain't nobody never fought E-Dog. E-Dog, one of them people who was just loved, overly loved. Too cool. Ain't nobody trying to, you feel me? What that man say, would I live? Well, he said, would you live in AZ forever? Heck yeah, I'll live in Arizona forever. Either I want to live out west forever, man, for real. I got a Zelle, Tia's World. My Zelle is just my email. Yeah, I do have a Zelle. My Zelle is just my email, right? Or my number. Wait. Yeah, I think I got a Zelle. Maybe I ain't set it all the way up. So I do think I maybe just have PayPal and some other stuff. But I do have the ability to get it. But yeah. Who was the best basketball player? I heard it was C Murder. The best basketball player? Murder had that. Murder. Hey, y'all, on some no BS stuff, dude, them niggas could really, 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 really play basketball, bro. I'm talking about BJ, Duke, C Murder. Hey, man. Hey, y'all. I'm talking about if we wasn't tricked the way we was tricked to be going against fighting for no reason, a few of them boys supposed to be in the NFL or the NBA. Duke, that's why I learned we learned everything from them for playing with them. Amen. Amen. Them boy, hey, C-Day too. C-Day, them boys could really play ball. They really like, I can't express y'all enough. They was like that. I'm talking, hey, like that. He say, is ball out from O Block or Lamron? Ball out ain't from Lamron or O Block. He went to Dulles, the school that everybody else went to, but he from the burbs. I think his people them stayed from the burbs. I used to always ask Sean them, like, bro, like, who is him? Like, because I know they hooped with ball out and all that, but like I think he lived in the burbs. Who was the best football players, man? We had a lot of football players, bro. We had a lot of football players, man. We had a lot of football players. He say, you still be smoking weed, gang? And then so do you consider smoking weed a sin? Personally, I don't, but some people do. Yeah, I do still smoke weed. Would I consider it a sin, my boy? I would just say that God called for us to be sober-minded, but you know, that's so we can pay attention to the signs. And sometimes weed can be a gateway to other things. But I'm not going to say my personal opinion. I know other people might not side with me. I personally don't think that God is going to condemn you to hell for just that. We all live in sin. Every day you go to sleep, man, just ask him for forgiveness for the sins that you do knowingly and unknowingly. I mean, if it ain't hurting your pockets and all that stuff and it ain't making you feel worse, which I'm sure you do have your side effects from it. I mean, so it's a weird line, but again, in the Bible, it does say that God called for us to be sober-minded. However you want to interpret that, you can interpret that. But me, myself, I do smoke, and it is something that I'm trying to have God deliver me from. I'm going to go through fasting and praying on it, and once he delivers me from it, I won't come back to it. I'll get to some more questions. He said, was the beef worse in O Block back then or now? Man, right now. I would say it would be right now. Why I would say right now is simply because it don't really matter no more. People just looking to score from somebody that they don't care no more. And the world is progressively getting worse. Just any stories to Lil Steve 600? Sad story. We was with him right before he met his demise, man. It was the weirdest thing in the world. We was with him, we was talking, we was in my park, we was just talking. And then I think it was Lil Steve and somebody else, and they was walking away. And they like, all right, bro, we gonna get over with y'all. We shake up. I'm talking about we got the call. I promise y'all, we did not even move from where we was. We was still right there. The same place we was when he walked off was the same place we was when we got that call when they said Lil Steve died. And we was like, wait, how he died already when he left like 10 minutes ago? It was the weirdest thing ever, man. Rest in peace to Lil Steve. Yeah, your body is definitely a temple. We should treat it as such. What I say about Muwap. Did I know Lil J? I didn't know Lil J personally, but a weird story. His dad was like my football coach at Mighty Man. I don't know if y'all know a little bit, if you really know about Lil J and things of that nature, then, or if you're from Chicago, I knew Big J, his pops. Yeah, it is 901 James. He said, do you miss any ops? Yeah, I knew Bite Down. I say, man, I wish a lot of them could still be here. I wish, I love Duck's presence, man. It was just something about Duck. I loved his presence. I wish Duck was still here today. I definitely wish Duck was still here today, man. That Duck was different. A lot of us be good people, or like we could be good people. Like we be having good hearts, but we let society forced on us, and the image of being a savage. You know, that image is tricking us out of our spot. So 980 some people that's here. If it's any of y'all who feeling like you need to be a savage, a street dude, a gangbanger, man, drop that. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. And I know people ain't gonna listen. You're gonna live the life that you want to live. But hey, at the end of the day, just understand it's literally only two ways you're gonna go. You're gonna go to jail or you're gonna die. You won't get to live life. You won't get to have a family. And it's not who we were born to be. It is a reason why they forcing this music on us. Y'all hear me? It is a reason why we are in ghettos. Y'all hear me? Speaking of the gentrification that bro brought to my attention earlier, it is a reason why we are in those small environments, and there is no hope in our schools. The school system suck. Everything about it suck. We have hope through trying to rap or through trying to play ball. Those are basically our only options. And even with those only options, we are feeding the government if you rap or play ball. But when you create and you get some knowledge for yourself, look, the numbers always drop when I'm talking realness. Why does the numbers always drop the moment that I start speaking on something that helps us? But the stuff that keeps y'all stuck in the negative places mentally, y'all love it. Y'all like to stay here and be listening to it. But the moment that I'm speaking on issues that we suffer from, y'all run, y'all flee. Hey, look, it's going to continue to happen. We're going to continue to suffer from crime at the hands of our own people because we stuck in the hood mentally. We got people who we look up to as idols who is literally pushing us to be stuck mentally. Like the Dirks of the world, the young boys of the world. Like they're literally going to keep y'all where y'all are here first. You can't come out the hood if you mentally ain't broken free of some of the things that we need to break free from. Yeah, keep running away from the truth. Run away from the truth. All we do is run away from the truth. I already gave stories on Ocho. If you want to go listen to the story, you're going to have to play it back. I ain't finna talk about something that I already talked about. And these rappers are dying quick. I can't tell you if Dirk was living where he rapped. Again, I'm from O Block, and I am not from STL or nowhere else. I can't tell y'all about them people. Nah, I did not know Lil JoJo. He said, even though you love Keith, don't you think his image brainwashed people? Yes. Hey, look, I love people, but I'm never going to get on here and not speak my truth. Yes, Sosa was one of the worst things that could happen for Black people in this time. You might like the music and glorify the music, but he was the start of drill music. So many people are dying right now due to trying to live up to drill music, that image. So many people dying and going to jail, and so many more people are going to. That's the way. 2/3. Hey, that's facts, man. I don't know. I did not know a Dusky. You know Chief Keef's brother that got killed? Sosa don't have no brother. Who is Sosa? Who is Chief Keef's brother? Sosa don't have no brothers. Okay, King Louis might have started drill music. I'll give you that. But I'm talking about who changed the culture for most people around the world. Was it Sosa or was it King Louis with all your quotation marks? Because it wasn't King Louis. Do I have anxiety? No, I don't have anxiety. Yeah, we killing each other for no reason, man. Yeah, I knew Fredo, we wasn't the closest friends, but yeah. Nah, bro. Hey, bro. I ain't trying to come at you. I think, bro, Louis was one of them. Louis was, come on, bro. Louis was Louis. But for some reason, the world was easier to gravitate towards Sosa message for real. But Louis definitely started. He was definitely one of the ones who started drill rap, bro. He said, "Did I ever ran into Melly?" Not that I can remember, but me and Ocho used to always hang down there in 051. So I probably was hanging around him without even knowing who he was at that time. I don't even know who Mubu Crump is, man. LA was cool, laid back, but he was still about what they was about. I mean, without snitching on them, because I ain't telling directly, was nobody. If you want to talk about living what people be rapping, everybody that claimed 600 was living like that. You know what I said? Everybody that claimed 60, 600, 600, that's squad I trust with 600. All of them was living like that, man. Period. Yeah, I've been to the Wild Hunters, bro. Yeah, I'm still live, but I'm about to get off in a little bit. He say, let's talk about God. That's really what I be wanting to talk about, more exclusive TV. But, you know, I got to reel people in with the things of the world first. I got to reel them in this way. And then I just hope that because they like me, because they like how, you know, just what I give off, that they come back and they stay for the Bible days, you know. But this world's so negative that when you no good deed goes unpunished. So when you try to make that push to try to learn God, or the moment you try to do something better, Satan see that. So just try to read the Bible tonight, or try to move closer to God tonight, and watch how tomorrow your spirit, you just feel a spirit of just negativity, not to want to do it. Somebody just said, I'm about to be homeless. I'm about to be homeless. If you were about to be homeless, my good friend, there's no way you would be and I think this the dude who keep always inboxing me on Instagram. He even joined my little Bible group. And I don't know, but I think that is him. But like, he kept like crying and like, bro, it's like, dude, ain't no way you about to be homeless, but you can afford internet and you own the phone talking about the internet. It is possible in some ways, but it's like, man, y'all need to get your priorities straight. Like, get your priorities straight, bro. He said the biggest thing you cap about is I'm about to hop off. Hey, cuz I be ready to get off, bro. I be ready to get off, but I be like interacting with y'all, man. Yes, old guy shot off of a bike, bro. He did. She said, what's my testimony? My testimony, I got a lot of different lives where I go into it. I got a long testimony, and that it ain't. I kind of knew people ask me that all the time, so it's kind of hard to really get at it. I appreciate you, Tay. Now, I ain't never seen OD fight. She said, hella heaven. White and Sosa kin. Was White and Sosa some kin? No, they wasn't no kin to each other. Not at all. Was I close to any of the ops before the beef? Not like overly close. We used to hang around Tuka a lot, man. Tuka used to be around. Wooski used to I used to be around Wooski. Man, Wooski. We weren't no good friends. I had to beat him up when we was shorties for real. Wooski, no, I know you remember, boy. We threw that ball up at and you knocked the what's it called down and then hit my nephew. You did. I mean, I beat Wooski, but it's about I beat Wooski, but hey, y'all, I be trying to use weird, lame words sometimes. It ain't lame. It is non-curse words because YouTube be on that. Man, he said, what happened to bruh? Wasn't that your boy? Man, hey, man, bruh and my boy. Bro, now that was my dog, though. I gotta have a love for him. He put a lot of people to sleep. I'm still thanking God to this day he never put me to sleep. Cause I was scared. I was running up people like, bruh. I literally had to tell him, like, bruh, please, bro, do not put me to sleep. I think if you put me to sleep, I ain't waking up. Like, please. What I think about Charleston White, I think that it's I gotta look. I feel a weird way about Charleston. I feel like we a lot of what he do talk about, besides the trolling and talking outright just crazy about a lot of situations, with how he feel about gangbangers. We need to make them lame again. And it coming from an ex-gangbanger. But we only need to make them lame again, though, so that they themselves can experience life. So the people around them can experience life. Gang banging in the Chicago lifestyle, that ain't no life. That's not a life. That is not something. Do you know outside of that, when you get out to Arizona or you go to California or you just go to anywhere where it ain't no hood, just look at how these people live. Look at how these people can jog up and down their streets freely, not have to worry about anything. Why we can't move toward that? You get what I'm saying? Hey, Ninja, stop, y'all, man, you goofy cappers. Stop coming on me. Hey, my mods, if y'all see anybody asking me about murder this and murder that, please block them from my stream, man. Like, please block them from my stream, for real. Who is that? He said, bro, show your lining. Why do I need to show my lining? Like, I need a haircut. Is that what you want me to say? Like, what? And when I get it lined up, it's going to look like a regular lining. Like, why you worried about how I look? You on here talking about, bro, show your lining. Like, what? Somebody please block whoever that was so they won't never have a voice on my platform again. Like, some of y'all be weird. It's like, I'm a man, I have hair and it grow, but if you think if I take my hat off, I'm just gonna be sitting here with patches all in my head or something. No, most of y'all seen what I look like with a haircut. What? You weirdo. Yeah, AZ got hoods, but it ain't no hood. Like, I live in Arizona right now, and the first time I drove into a hood, they was like, this the hood. I was like, this not no hood. They was like, but bro, this is they hood. And I'm like, man, this not no hood. And don't nothing be going on. Maybe if you going a little bit into Phoenix where the black people be at, for real, then it kind of look like a hood. It do be looking a little wild and a little crazy, but you got to go to where the black people be at. And I ain't been to too many of those areas because I don't live around that. I don't have a Christian rapper. Am I worried about Josh Allen in the division? Man, we got way more to be worried about than just Josh Allen, bro. Did you see how the AFC West is stacking up right now, man? Stop playing. He said, what was my biggest dispute for O Block before I left? I didn't have no big dispute before O Block. I left because I went to college on a football full ride scholarship. I left to better my life. There wasn't no disputes before I left. Like, I went to college, and that's why I left. Like, hey, I appreciate you, Jigga brother. Yeah, the NFL, weird. Hey, the Ukraine war. Hey, God said that in the last days you will hear rumors of war, and then there will be wars. So it ain't nothing that ain't supposed to be happening. It's gonna happen. He said, "Yeah, school shooters a problem. Yeah, school shooters a problem too. But let's talk about things that affect us. And if that's a black person that said that ain't no school shootings affecting black people, we ain't finna come on here and get to worrying about other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with us. Even though the loss of all life is tragic, but sometimes I'll be wanting us to, like, let's not focus on what other people are doing to other people. Let's focus on what we do to us and how we are our own problem. Would I make a Discord? I don't know what I make a Discord for. What would it be for? He said, outside of the gang violence, do I miss O Block? The old days was fun. I was supposed to give y'all a couple of stories about that, but I literally, since I'm never interacting with y'all, this is the best that I've been at interacting with y'all. I don't have a degree. I was a criminal justice major, but I did not get my degree. Like just from like trying to play football and then getting hurt, and then I was in school, but then I was kind of like, what am I going to do with the degree? I had a route that I wanted to do with it. I was going to be a probation officer for youth, but God has this different way of I just pray to God, ask him to lead me to whatever he wants for my life that aligns with his will. And this is what happened. I always been the one to use my voice and stuff, but this is just how it happened. But outside of the gang violence, I missed the fun times on a block that didn't consist of, like being talked about, having to go drill and do this, but like it ain't too many, everything kind of evolved around negativity. The fun that we had in O Block, the most of my fun came from knocking clucks out. We was knocking clucks out and stuff like that. Just honestly, or riding, or playing sports. That would be the joy of my life. That is most pure. That ain't got nothing to do with harming nobody. Then definitely sports. Yeah, I talked to 16 shots before. I went to Illinois State out of college. High school. He say, smart move, G, you not dumb. College not necessary. No, college is not necessary. College for me was easier than high school. I had a tougher time in high school than I did in college. College was extremely easy. It was extremely easy. I don't know what you mean about am I able to? Yeah, I do smoke weed right now, bro, but it's something that I'm trying to stop. Hey, if you ain't subscribed, man, definitely subscribe to the channel. Give me a like. And I definitely appreciate that crowd is growing. Shout out to the hood supporters. Yeah, man. But to those that's in the hood, we need to be focusing on how to get out of the hood. I don't want none of y'all that's in the hood to feel like that y'all gonna live and die there. I promise y'all. The main source with them, that it's a reason why they don't mention him. It's a reason why they in the world you're gonna hear everybody contradict the main thing he left for us to learn from. It's a reason why. Hey, this is what y'all need to be thinking about. If the world is forcing it to me, I need to be asking why. If the world is hiding it away from me and condemning it, that very thing you need to be more curious about. See, more of y'all need to be more curious about the Bible and why people hate it so much. I promise you it'll change your life. More people need to be more curious about the one true God and call out to him. It'll change your life. I don't have kids. I do not have any kids. There's way more to a life than a block. And I promise y'all, there's way more to life than losing your life because you don't like someone else. If you don't like a certain group of people, why would you put yourself in jeopardy of, one, maybe losing your life due to gun violence, or two, harming them and putting yourself in the jeopardy of losing just your freedom? Smart people don't do that. Smart people don't do that. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get that. If you don't like someone, don't have nothing to do with them. Why are you going to throw your life away because you don't like somebody? Yes, I'm definitely done with football. I know of Hassan Campbell, don't know him. He said, I go to a D1 schools and it feels very good to be in an environment without all the drama. Hey, but look, if you can't get to college, if you can go to a college, you better go. If you got the ability to, you better do it. It's going to open your mind up. It ain't needed for you to have success. But if you want to experience some life different, man, college is going to be an amazing time of your life. For real. College will be so fun. The people that you meet, the experiences that you will have, man, I'm telling you, you will always, always, always appreciate them. Yeah, Hassan Campbell is on some type of, dang, I said that about college and all y'all ran up out of here. Y'all be weird. It's like I don't be knowing who be watching us. It's like once I start talking about the stuff that could benefit the people, it's like they run from it. Weird. He said, "Are you speaking this truth to the youth? If the youth come on my page and they see it, really, this is days. I'm just doing this to get the people bought into the bigger message. If you don't normally follow my work, I do these little old block stories. I don't care about this old block stuff. I genuinely don't care. This gangbanging stuff is foolish. I literally don't care about this. I'm trying to get people to come over to God. I'm trying to get people to find the hope in a hopeless world. You get what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate you, Ty. He say I should rap. Rap about, if I'm gonna be rapping, my boy is gonna be rapping about, I'm gonna flip the switch. I'm gonna flip the switch if I'm rapping. I'm gonna be praising the Most High, and I'm gonna be talking about these fools and about how they steady. If y'all wasn't on my live where I talked about the boat, it's more of y'all here. Look, the 783 people that's watching me right now, we all on the same boat. If you ain't rich and you ain't of the 1%, we all on the same boat. Those rich and famous people are on yachts. Why is the people that are on a boat, we on a lifeboat? Why are we throwing our lifeguards up to the people that's on a yacht, but when they on a yacht and we on a boat? Those are the famous people who we continue to give our attention to, we continue to give our money to, give our time to, who have all of our people living the way that they do. It's these rappers who we glorify. They literally help promote a demise for our people. Oh, y'all run away when I get to talking about that. Y'all don't care about if we live or die. It speaks to us having no hope. It speaks to us not caring about ourselves, so we can't even begin to understand the care for somebody else. Y'all see that when I start speaking out and I start talking like that, the numbers decrease. The numbers drop. We don't care about talking about life. All we care about is death and negativity. People don't want to hear something that it's the spirit. It's the flesh fighting you off, telling you, oh, no, I don't want to hear. This ain't making me laugh. He ain't talking about no twerking. He ain't talking about no shooting. Your flesh don't want to hear nothing that is of God. And if your flesh is having you run when somebody is talking about something righteous, you, my good friend, your soul is in trouble. You can be of this world if you want to, but your soul is in trouble. You can think that it is a game if you want to. I guarantee you that you are going to wish that reincarnation was real once you get to the Father and you see that you was really living a lie. This world is a lie. Yeah, Montre, get out of here, and you blocked. Like, bye. Most of these people like that, I don't want y'all here. So if you don't like the positive message and you want to be in the world and be of the world, stay in the world. Like, it's a lot of people we don't need here. You get what I'm saying? Exactly, Callie. My flesh is our main enemy. God said, every time you feed your flesh, it's like our spirit is at war with our flesh. People don't even know what I'm even talking about right here. When I say our spirit is at war with our flesh. See, your flesh wants you to smoke, wants you to have sex, it wants you to party, it wants you to play games all day. Your spirit don't want to do none of them. Your spirit want to sit down and be free of those things and walk closer to God, because God will make you feel how you wish those drugs make you feel. Somebody please, I'm gonna block him myself. It's a bunch of people with bum spirits. It's a bunch of no hope people that's out there in the world, and that's exactly what they're going to teach. Those who really care about your life and want to be better, I encourage y'all to come on the Bible days, not just when I'm talking BS. I'm about to get off, because the moment I start to see just how lost we are as a whole, I don't like it. I genuinely don't like it. It angers me, man. It genuinely angers me how far away We've come from, even from when Martin Luther King them was doing what they was doing. We wasn't doing this. Y'all get that? That was like 60 years ago. We was not acting how we act now. We were not doing what we do now. We were trying to stick together and fight for one another and listen to one another. Now we care about overshining one another. Now we care about, I got this and he ain't got it. You want, but you don't want your brothers to have. That's what it is. We want, but we don't want our brothers to have. We want a positive life, but we can't even listen to people speak positive things. How are you going to get positive when you can't even listen to nothing that is of righteousness or that is of positive? But you think that God gonna bless you with positive in your life. No, you go out there and you be fake. All your friends gonna be fake, and everything in your life gonna be fake, and you're gonna be wondering why you always left in sorrow, always stressed, always depressed. Dude, those be the main people that talk down on God because they hate their own life. When he's right there to help you elevate you and lift your life. They're not going to talk about this on them big platforms. All they want is your time to be talking about something that don't even benefit you. It don't benefit you in a way in which you are looking to be benefited. You ain't looking to feed your spirit. You looking to feed your flesh. So you want to go in there to laugh and hee, ha, you feeding the flesh. Sometimes you have to make yourself comfortable being uncomfortable so you can grow. So if you never deny the flesh, if you never go in and do research on the very thing that most men condemn, which is the Bible, if you so much as to actively participate in the monkey see, monkey do against the Bible, where you never read none of that in that Bible, but you are going to say the Bible is fake because you've seen other people say the Bible is fake. You're going to take things out of context because you've seen other people take things out of context. What does that say about you? What does that say about you? And I'm not saying that I just want you to grow. I want you to grow, and I want you to see. Don't have a pre-assumption based off of what man think. Go to it, to the source, and read it, and then see about how you feel about it. A lot of us, we have pre-assumptions due to what somebody else told us. Go see how you feel about it after you read it. Because I let that too be my distraction. People, the moment I dived into it for my own self, it changed me. Spiritual growth is needed bad in the Black community. Not man, God is needed bad in the Black community because spiritual, like that spiritual stuff ain't got. You can be so high on spiritualness and you need God. Forget all that spiritual. You need God. God. It's people out here who thinking they kings, not kings. It's people out here who thinking they are gods because God said that we was made in his image. And because these people have the gift of gab, which is knowing how to talk, which is knowing how to put sentences together to grasp the mind of man. Don't follow them people, man. It's a lot of the devil is a lie, man. And if you don't read God's word talking about him, you will never know his strategic ways and how he operates. A lot of us don't even care. But it is what it is. Somebody said everything that is horrible that is done in the world is almost always behind a woman. Hey, maybe shoot, because if that girl would have never tricked folks Adam to bite the apple, then, but I ain't gonna blame it all on women. I ain't never gonna blame everything all on women, but I don't know about like it stemmed from a woman, but like a woman can be your downfall, but a man can too be your downfall. Like, don't just blame it on women. You sound like a sexist or something like that. Exactly. She studied everything and it still came back to God. It's still going to come back to God. Him himself. He said Adam couldn't think for himself. Man, Adam was thinking, man, when you love somebody, you finna, man, hey, love get you to do some crazy things. Love get you to do, hey, women, when we run the world because of what? Our masculinity, what our physicalness. But women really run the world. Because if a man is truly in love with a woman, I say this all the time, if he is truly in love with a woman, whatever she say gonna go. Not what he say, whatever she say gonna go. That's just the truth. What do I think is the biggest downfall in Black community? The biggest downfall in the Black community is monkey see, monkey do. A lot of people monkey see, monkey do. They never like that, and the parenting and the how we have no real leaders that's for the people, that keeps those in the ghetto. The people, those very people that the Black community be praising and we help get rich. Those people forget about those people that's in the hood. Again, we be on the lifeboat throwing them our lifeguard. They don't even need it. We need it. We need the money that we throw them, the attention that we give them. They shouldn't even be getting that. But again, they're not even on the same boat as us. They on a yacht. We on a little lifeboat. But yet we do everything in our power to help them while they on the yacht. But when those people on the same lifeboat as us, we try to look down on. We talk down on. But those people that's on the yacht, we praise. When they literally are the reason why we are poor, why we are hurting. Money is fake. What if your parents leave you out in the world on your own? You looking at it. My dad died. My mother was a drug addict. We ain't got no excuses. Go out there and make this world what you want to make it. We use so many excuses that if what do they say? The devil gonna keep reminding you of your past, so you won't see how bright your future is. I know what I lacked in the family, so I'm going to create that. I know what I lacked coming up, so I'm going to learn that so I can teach that to my family. That I create, that I procreate, my pro family. You get what I'm saying? Don't feel bad. Take it and learn from it. See me, don't run away from it, man. You got to endure certain things to grow. Don't blame nobody for it's hard. A lot of the times I blame my mom. Sometimes I still might blame her, like, man, I wish that you was just around. Maybe things will be different. But I'm 26 years old. I want things to be different. I can make them different. I'm a grown man. I'm not finna blame nobody for my downfalls. The only thing that I can do is grow right now so that when my kids do come, guarantee you they ain't gonna miss no meals. Guarantee you they not gonna be of this world how everybody else is. Kids gonna be a different breed. You gonna see them and you gonna just know that they different by how they approach, how they talk. You get what I'm saying? This is different. And not everybody, I'm not going to let this world teach my kids. See, our parents, they come up and they think that all we got to do is give them food and a house and shelter and let the world teach them. That is where we losing. That is where we fail. That is why we have so many people that are steady dying way before they even get to live. Because our parents ain't trying to, but you be the change. You start right now today and being the change that you want to see. And we ain't going to have we ain't going to be complaining. Each and every one of us take the initiative to be the change that we wanted to see, but that we want to see. You get it? We wanted it we wanted it, but we didn't have it. We couldn't get it. But if you want to see it, you got to be coming. So like we can't run around with the notation that, oh, nobody taught me nothing, so I don't care about anybody else. That's what I keep telling y'all about those people that's going to hell. If I'm going to hell and I think that I'm going to hell, you think I'm going to tell you something that helps you go to heaven? When I already know that I'm destined for hell, I'm going to say everything I can to trick you so that you can live your life like me so we both can go burn. We both can go burn. That's what the bulk of this world is. These people who want to live luxury right now in this world for this small time, they want to live luxury in this world, but they know what's coming. after this, because why do y'all think the Bible said, what does it take for a man to gain the whole world but to lose his soul? Again, y'all, I keep telling y'all, rise up, kings, queens. Y'all powerful women. Like I just said, y'all really run the world. We just the center of, we just make it seem like it's us. We make it seem like it's us, but we need each other. What's my thoughts on the afterlife? It's heaven and hell. What you do, look, my thoughts on the afterlife is this simple. 2/3 is going to perish. You don't got to believe it. Hey, it's on you. God said that 2/3 of the world of mankind will perish due to their lack of knowledge. Look at the world, my good friends. Tell me, he said, how do you know God is real? Don't you see Satan right now present in every single show that you turn on? Don't you see Satan? How do you know God is real? The fact that you are real should tell you that God is real. You think man is so great and mighty when all we can do is come together to have, if we, man and woman, come together, we can make another life. But do you think man created this whole world and everything that consists of it? You so naive to thinking that you can be something, but ain't no man created that created us. What? See, when he said 2/3 shall perish for lack of knowledge, those who don't know who God is, understand he won't know who you are, and he won't care about you when in due time. Yes, he does care about us all, but he wants us to grow in him. But other to that, again, he said, how do you know if God is real? Again, y'all look at the world. Why every time you turn on a show, hey, do y'all notice in 2022, these new shows that came out, they heavily pushing something. If you watch Snowfall, From, and what's the other show? It's another show. They all keep talking about a multiverse. All different shows. And the new Spider-Man, but they all keep talking about a multiverse. They all show witchcraft. They all show magic. Y'all don't even, man, that lack of knowledge, a lot of y'all gonna perish from that. So if you even have to ask me why I think God is real, you got a lot of work you need to be doing. You got a lot of work. And I'm saying this out of love. I do not want your soul to perish. This world wants your soul to perish. How can you say, how do you know if God is real when we are real? Again, only thing that man can come together that create, we could create stuff in the world like that is already created, but you need the stuff that's already created. We can't create nothing from something. We can't create nothing from something from nothing. The Most High created us from something from nothing. And y'all don't believe in him? But this world that we live in, you think that man... Hey, man. He said 2/3 shall perish for the lack of knowledge. And oh, my God. Yeah, God made you in his image, but that is all he did. He didn't make you a God. Because if God made you a God, then you will have a heaven and a hell to put people in. You can't create no heaven. You can't create no hell. All you can do is create things from the things that God has already created. All you can do is create things from the things that God has already created. Where do you see a lie at in that? So you men that think y'all are so God and so godly, create a heaven right now and go to it. Why you gotta live in it? Why you living in this world right now if you a God and you could create you a heaven? If you a God, go create you a heaven, man. And leave this evil and the inequities of this world. You can't, because you're gonna have to answer to the real creator. Do not let these people that's tricked and fooled, are in position to trick and fool you, trick you out your spot in heaven, because that's all they there for. He say, look at the movie Terminator, and today we have Sophia. All those movies have true meaning and deep meanings. These movies be so deep and so true as to what's really going on. That's why they keep doing it. It's desensitizing you to actual truth. Hey, Rich Leak, you don't gotta cash at me nothing, man. I promise y'all, if y'all sending me would have make Jamal feel better about my days, would have make it feel like if all y'all sent me $100 is, if you reached out to me and was like, hey Jamal, I'm praying more, bro. I'm in my Bible more, bro. I'm a Christian by default. Because yes, I believe that Jesus died and rose again for our sins. And not just the sin of the 12 tribes. Jesus died for all people, for all sins of all men that look, because it don't matter what you look like. It don't matter what your blood is no more. So don't let them people running around with that no take. I say this out of love. I say this out of love and thank y'all. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. He said Sophia is the Baphomet in Hebrew alphabet. He said, yeah, I don't even play that human touch of God to their name. If you understand our purpose, you wouldn't even dare to look at life the same. Why you think people preaching and not getting none out of it? Why you think you got people preaching and not getting nothing out of it? That's true, bro. That's true. But when you do really find God, boy, oh boy, you truly do live your life in a different light, man. You truly do, man. You truly do. You truly do. But I'm a reader. Religion isn't real. Religion isn't real. But y'all know the trick on that? Jesus Christ is not a religion. They made religions out of Jesus Christ to further trick man. Because y'all know how we is as man. If I believe something different than what you believe, we gonna spend all our time arguing amongst each other, and when nobody gonna find the truth. We arguing about a religion, but we don't need, like, you feel me? It keeps you from the truth. That's why they brought religion. Because if I believe that my God is real, how do I feel about Muslims? Man, I don't feel no way about nobody. I just hope and I pray that everybody who seek God, truth and all truth, walk the way that he told us to walk, and you will still be able to receive salvation. I think, but you have to walk the way he called for us to walk, the things that he told us to do with the flesh. But Muslims, the one thing I'll say about y'all, and I'll read that question next. Y'all think that Jesus was just a prophet. Some of y'all, I don't want to put all y'all in a box. I've seen some of y'all say that they thought that Jesus was a prophet. Bro, Jesus to us on this world is everything. It might, hey, I promise y'all. And look, don't feel offended. Don't think that I'm talking about the white Jesus that they paint in the TV shows. I'm not talking about him. But even if he was white, I still would love him the same. I would not care, because this is a shell. His love, he died for all of our sins. You get what I'm saying? He died for all of our sins. How do I feel about reincarnation? It ain't real. It's something that the devil wants you to feel like you're going to have a second chance at this life thing, but you're not. You won't. It is a lie. The devil is a lie. He is the ruler of all deceit. It is a reason why the Bible talks about certain things. But what do I think about TikTok? TikTok is an app for pedophiles. The TikTok is an app for the pedophiles and the parents. The parents. I ask, where are the parents that know that their young daughters are out there dancing provocatively? When I'm talking about these girls be 13 and 14, dressing up like they 18. You look in the comments, it's a bunch of, you could just tell they pervs. I deleted TikTok within the first 2 days when I first grabbed it. It ain't nothing but a bunch of pedophile. It's pedophilia. It's a way to normalize pedophilia. These parents letting their daughter do all these, like, it's weird, bro. This world weird. And people don't think God is real. But Satan is out here doing all this evil and all this work. How can you not see God, but we see Satan? How can you not see God, but you see Satan? TikTok is overly weird. And all my man, we will post nut. You really gonna think about it. After you do what you do, you're gonna be like, man, this is still weird. But you can't help but fall into that temptation because everywhere you look, you see somebody shaking something, doing something, and you a man. You a man. We got a certain part of our body that think for itself. Being a man. A lot of us don't got self-control. So we gotta pray for that. He said, why don't God stop it? Hey, look, let me talk to you, man. Hey, dude. It is, I'm gonna come to you in love and peace. Hey, look, bro, God gave us free will. God gave man free will so that we could do whatever it is that we wanted. It would be easier that way to see who truly love him and who truly love the things of this world. Don't you think that if I wanted to see who's truly for me, that I would just sit back and don't force nothing on somebody? Because if God just saved us all right now and brought everybody to heaven, those people gonna do exactly what Satan did. Satan deceived a third of the angels. He deceived a third of the angels that was up there in heaven. So why would God not give man free will? He gave us free will so that we can inadvertently believe in whatever we wanted to believe in. Those who's going to believe him is of him. Who come to believe 2/3 gonna perish. A lot of y'all don't even understand how 2/3 of all mankind, and I'm not talking about all of us gonna die in the flesh. Y'all get me? Every last person that is born will die in the flesh. The perishing that I'm talking about is that soul that lives within your flesh. If you do works of inequity your whole being life, and works of inequity is in your heart, you will not inherit that kingdom. Period. Period. Y'all get me? He said, y'all really think that we just dying is over? It ain't gonna be that easy. It is a heaven and a hell. And when judgment day comes, we don't know when judgment day is or will it will be. But understand, Psalm 8:26, ye are gods. I don't care what Psalm, you ain't no God. You were made in God's image, but you are not a God. Again, if you a God, please create yourself a heaven right now, God. Please create yourself. Please do something, God. Since you so high and mighty, you a God. Do something right now that other men can't do. Please, you a God. Create your own creation, God. Please, God. Since you're bringing out scriptures and taking them out of context, because that's what people do when they want to make people seem like they know something, they're going to give you one little scripture, but they didn't read what was before it or what came after it. So come on, man. These people are too easy to beat down on about that word of the Bible. Y'all get what I'm saying? Too easy. You God, right? You a God. Please do something with your godly. Because if you gotta be, if you a God, you gotta have some type of divine power that you got. Oh, you gotta go listen to a bunch of people tell you that your 7 chakras need to be aligned, and then you'll open up your third eye. Man is so impressionable, man. Man is so impressionable that if somebody can just talk right and talk and formulate words in a way to make you feel good, man. You believe it. Ain't no way we God. We was made in the image of God. To all y'all that think y'all God, I truly pray that y'all seek the true God, because it's a place for you guys. It's a place. He said some Muslims believe in Jesus. Sunnis don't believe. I feel you, bro. But if you don't believe, hey, let me tell y'all something. God was going to do away with us. He was going to do away with us. Jesus is the main key to receiving salvation. You don't got to believe it, but pray, keep fasting, read. I'm not going to keep, man. The truth will be revealed to you. He said, what about Jacob said something about coming face to face with God? He called it pineal. Well, we would have to look at exactly what came before everything that was said. We're not going to look at one little thing and think that we know it all just based off of that. Like, men take a lot of things out of context. So we are going to, first off, everything that is in the Bible ain't for prophecy, people. Some things are just from story. The whole Bible is not prophetic. I know what I'm saying is going over people's head right now because y'all not on the same frequency as me, and I don't mean to throw shots at y'all. I'm not trying to throw shots at y'all, and I apologize, but understand that just get on your walk. Forget all of these questions. Stop questioning God. Stop questioning the Bible. Stop questioning with questions you've seen other people question, and go and read it, and go and pray, and go and fast and watch what he read. I'm telling y'all because I did it. I listened to man before. I listened to man and I let man shape my way of thinking. And when I did, it did not help me. When I said forget what man say, I'm going to see for myself. He changed my entire life. I went from homeless, gang banging every single day, not having no hope, to being on Sports Illustrated, to having people calling, knocking at my door. I had Sports Illustrated coming on O Block months after I was just homeless, had no hope. After I found God, he's changed my life, did a whole 360 on me. I don't know. Go seek him wholeheartedly and you shall find. I mean, what is your point for saying that, Lavonda? I miss seeing Vaughn on Instagram. Congratulations. I'm sure a lot of people miss seeing him on Instagram, but like, what does that have to do with what we talking about? Y'all be worried about the wrong thing, bro. I promise you, y'all really be worried about the wrong thing. Y'all be worried about celebrities and relationships and Instagram, but you ain't even worried about your salvation. I ain't saying you, that lady specifically, but I'm saying a lot of us, we worried about all this and all that when it don't benefit us at all. It's weird, but I'm about to be up out of here, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all. The live definitely ended abruptly like that because it's just about to, man. I'm gone.